Hello, hello. I am here. Welcome, welcome. Hello. How is it going? Hello. I am here. Oops. Hello in Australia. Ah. Hi, everybody. Yes, Audrey, lots of people have signed up. It's been quite a day. Cheers, Crystal in San Diego. Isn't it cold, you guys? Isn't it? Oh, I'm live. I don't need to keep showing the timer. Hi, everybody. Oh, my goodness. So happy Wednesday. I always get to this point and I think it's hump day. It's the middle of the week. And then after this, I kind of glide into Thursday and Friday, which I really like. It's very cold in San Diego. I actually have my hands in my pockets at the moment. It's 5:29. Hi, I'm signing up for the Masters tonight or tomorrow. Well, don't wait until after 5 o'clock tomorrow because it will be closed and that will be it. For a while. What are you talking about, Tracy? So let's jump right in. I'm gonna flip one of these lights off. I think that's good. There we go. Hi, I know it is the third time today. Happy birthday, Judy. I am so thrilled to spend the last couple of hours of the day with Tracy and the tribe. It is cold in San Diego. I guess I should answer how cold that is. I feel like it's snowing in other locations. I kind of feel bad about that. Okay, who has signed up for Art Masters? And if you don't know what we're talking about, I will tell you. So it is Wednesday. It is Mixed Media Night. By 5:45, this girl right here will be doing a mixed media demo. So do not worry, that is coming. And I just wanted to jump right in and talk about art. Oh, people are signed up. I feel like this is on backwards. Hold on. No, there's a hood. It's not on backwards. Okay. I've been in yoga pants all day. Linda, you're signed up? Oh my God. Okay. So this is awesome. I'm going to talk about Art Masters real quick. I'm going to show a 2-minute video for those who have seen it. First off, I'm excited for 2 reasons. I figured out how to add video, pre-recorded content right in. You guys, oh my God. I figured out how to put pre-recorded content in. So I'm going to talk to you about Art Masters real quick. Art Masters came from my love of travel, teaching, learning, submersing myself into the local community, wherever that is, around the world. I have had the pleasure of traveling in my lifetime. I always wondered, by giving up that opportunity of travel, if I gave up that opportunity for a lifetime, but no, I have not. And so here's the thing about the founding members of Art Masters. Similar to those of you who were founding members in your artful journey, that membership, by the way, from founding membership to now has grown immensely. And it's so beautiful that if you build something, they will come. Like-minded souls, like-minded individuals, and that tends to happen. I just noticed that I have a pimple. Okay. So Kelly, totally understand. Budgets are a thing, totally understand. If being a founding member means you pay one time for a lifetime. There is no signing up. Audrey just said, I wish I had known then. What seems kind of weird is I shout for the mountaintops. It's open for 3 days to be a founding member. The cost is $250. That is for a lifetime. So you never have to pay again. The founding members of your artful journey signed up not knowing and trusting that there would be contact content, and it grew as we grew. Now somebody joining at a monthly fee goes back and has all this content from day one. So my founding members have been with me since day one, and they were part of building that community. For those of you who are a founding member of your artful journey, they remember back in the day, I was like, what do you want to see next? I had a bunch of core content. I knew the plan. I knew where I wanted to be. However, I really wanted, I find it important to listen to you all and say, let's build this together. That's how I am. Audrey just said, I found you at the Heart Challenge, and I'm so glad I did. Ditto. I feel the same way. Everything I'm doing is based on you guys asking for it. I'm listening. If I teach a hat class locally and you want it online, I'm gonna figure out how to do it. The great news is we have been able to figure it out. Now I get to go travel and do what I really want to do, and also being a part of that situation is I get to travel and meet more people and connect with communities, which is something I really want to do. Also, I am one who wants to learn from others. How is their studio set up? What ideas, what colors do they use? What techniques do they use? So that's all stuff that enriches me, enriches other people. Isn't that a great thing? So I am just going to play the video that kind of casts the vision of what we have in mind, and I'm going to play that. It's 2 minutes, and then it'll come right back to me. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Wendy. I did too. Every time I watch it, when it hits the umbrellas, I literally, I don't know. Okay. Am I going to be teaching the classes? So here's the thing. This is all about the artists that we are visiting and that we get to see. This is going to be their content and how it affects us and what can we learn from them and how can we put that into our art. I feel so fortunate, and I tell people all the time, when you're an artist, you're a person who wants to be an artist, you're a person who's afraid to call yourself an artist. I don't care what you want to call yourself, a creative being. What happens in life is art, you take a piece from here, a piece from here, a piece from here, a piece from here. You're always learning. That is something about me that I can tell you, this was influenced by this person, this was influenced by this person, and it became my art voice. So that is what I find to be important. I'm going to say this to you. In order to be a founding member, it closes tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific time. I will try to remember to jump on at 4 o'clock live and remind people of it. However, I'm not going to guarantee it because by Thursday at 4 o'clock, I shut my computer. I log out. I just log out into my weekend. Even I work from home on Friday. But I'm going to jump on at 4 o'clock. And Donna just said, I don't even know the main goal, but I want to be a part of it. So that's what happened with your artful journey. Right away, people were like, I just want to be a part. And your artful journey has led to so many amazing things. And this was always a vision that we had talked about. Obviously, COVID had a play in things. So traveling became restricted and couldn't do it. But now we're going to do that. And we're going to have a Facebook community, the whole 9 yards. It doesn't mean if you're not a founding member, you can never be a part of it. It's just, this is the time to join at this cost. You never pay again, that kind of thing. Oh my goodness. Julie just asked an amazing question. I didn't even think about this. Can you be a part of the masterclass, without being part of your artful journey? This is completely separate than your artful journey. You absolutely can. You absolutely can. Yeah, that was a good question. And it is separate than your artful journey. So if you're a member there, it is a separate membership. There'll be a separate Facebook group, the whole 9 yards. Connie said something very important because somebody asked me about an installment plan. We keep things simple around here. We don't have a payment plan. However, she said if you go through PayPal, they have a payment plan. So I didn't know that. And I don't know anything about it, so probably don't ask me the details. The one thing about your artful journey is, oh my goodness, we're going on almost year 2, and the amount of content, I think, and I'm exploding in my mind with the amount of content. Like, I feel like I've just scratched the surface. I know Donna says, I am going to be confused with the different groups. We'll try to keep this as simple as possible and streamline it. I have to say we've gotten so much better, and having Anne on staff has made things amazing. So yes, I always say this too, learning from other artists is part of your artful journey. So it's just something that is going to support what you have going on. I couldn't be more thrilled. I actually love to travel. I love to travel teach. Here's the thing about it too. I'm going to have, we have a production person, we have a videographer, we have the editing, we have all that. But I get my own little phone and take my own little field trips. So that's part of it. Oh my goodness, Nancy, to answer that question, is your artful journey going to fade away? No. That is only getting bigger and better. And also through my learning and being able to travel again and teach, that will only be fulfilled in so many other ways. When I get out of you guys will notice when I jump into an RV, when I go on vacation, my art journal goes with me everywhere I go. My art journal does not stay at home. If I go to the doctor's office, it goes with me. So it's even better for me as a person who has to keep coming up with content, is to have those breaks where I am traveling, where I am in a hotel room and I break out 5 supplies, that kind of thing. Does that make sense? No, oh my goodness. My tribe is my tribe, people. Not going anywhere. Okay. Julie wants to know if she can go and carry my bags. Here's the thing about my bags, Julie. I will tell you this. If any of you have taken any of my classes anywhere around the country, I have a bag filled about halfway. Southwest loves me. I can tell you exactly how to travel with your art supplies and teaching. Because when you're a teacher, you do not want to ever send your, like, I'll ship my supplies and make sure they're there. However, you don't want to have your class supplies, and I've had this happen before, where my supplies didn't show up. So I travel with all my kits, all my stuff, all my necessary stuff, and then I have a small bag full of like underwear, socks, some clothes. So sometimes I was literally like, I'm going to go shopping for my clothes because the art supplies were more important. If you're a travel teacher, that was something that we did. One time I have 1 minute. One time we did a workshop and all of the surfaces were shipped for 250 people for a all weekend workshop. None of the surfaces arrived there. So we were at 6 different Michaels in Chicago, sending people around and just making up stuff and teaching on it. The last day the surfaces arrived. So we never let them see you sweat. Never not get what you promised somebody. And we made it work. And on the last day, the hotel found those supplies. I almost burst into tears, but I decided we could have kept it all. We gave them so many other things. Oh my goodness, Chris can vouch for this. I said, take everything out of those boxes, distribute those in their seats. When they come back and they pull out their chairs, all of those kits are going to be there. That happened in Chicago. Okay, who wants to do some mixed media? I don't have a plan. All right. Oops, I don't have any supplies out either. And I've been wearing yoga pants all dang day. Chris can vouch for that situation. And I will, one thing about me as a person that you will know, anytime I put, you have to understand, I have been hella anxiety girl, wondering, is this the time? Should we, because I'm all content driven. I want to make this part of your artful journey, and I'm going to speak upon that. Do you think it's beneficial to join this if you've only just begun your artful journey? I do think, I'm going to be biased about this. I think you can learn from so many spaces. I do. I'm going to say that. Okay. The other thing is, when you think about the colors and the spaces that you go to and you meet other artists, I get to talk to them. All right, I'm done. Let's paint. Chris just said that was a crazy weekend. I literally almost lost my mind, but I kept it. So let's talk about mixed media. Today, somebody asked me, I liked this idea. I hope my business partner is wondering. Oh my goodness. Okay, Deb, these are great questions. I would love this. I wonder if this would be way over my head since I'm so new to watercolor. Here is the thing about art masters. I want to begin from the space of painters, because I want to expand my love for acrylics, my love for watercolors. You have jumped in and you're learning as you go, and you're just going to get bits and pieces from all of these different teachers. And that's how passionate I feel about it. When does it start? The content, the first bit of, we're talking about this. whether we want it to be like a Netflix thing where we just release the whole season and you get to binge watch it, or if the members are going to want this done, like, released in a time frame so that we can all talk about it. So that is something, and the content will start in the fall. It is a lump sum to join Judy. It's one-time fee. It's $250. But somebody was pointing out if you pay via PayPal, they do some sort of payment plan. I know nothing about that. I don't. But somebody nicely said that. So that's how I'm going to talk about that. Oh my God, binge watching is over in a day for me. Donna, I'm the same way. I kind of want it trickled in, so I'm going to be asking about that because otherwise I'll spend a whole weekend. And the other thing is I am going to take the lessons that are learned and be absorbing myself in it. I am a lifelong learner. Okay, anytime you get the opportunity to learn from someone else that is willing to teach you. The other thing this is me personally, I want to see other people's studios. Where do they create? Like that kind of thing. Where, and somebody was asking me, what do you equate this to? I think about the Stanley Tucci's who did the Italy thing, Anthony Bourdain with the chefs, but I haven't seen this in the art world, and that's something that I want it to be original and fun, but I really want to know, where do you keep your supplies? Do you alphabetize your things? Are they color-coded? Are you as crazy as me? Okay, that's the stuff I want. Oh, people are actually saying PayPal. Look at that. I know nothing about that. So let's, I have to grab some things out of this bin. All right, mixed media night. What is mixed media? We're going to be using acrylic paints. Yeah, so Darylyn said, I want to see the behind the scenes too. I don't, do they sell their art? How did they get started? Where were their failures? I want to dig deep into that kind of stuff. That's what I want to know. What would you tell an artist who is just starting out? What would you ask somebody who's just starting to find their own art voice? Those are the kind of questions, literally, I just want to hear. I want to hear. I want to learn. All right. Oh, you guys are saying PayPal divides it up. Okay, I know nothing about this stuff. Because then I'll come home and I'll reorganize my office. That's all I'm going to do. All right. So I hope I was able to answer that question. I feel wherever you're joining in your artful journey, whether you just picked up watercolors or not, you can learn from so many people in so many places. Okay, what are the colors for tonight? Terry says, let's move on. Okay, let's get going. I'm going to bring my screen down. What are the colors for tonight? I pulled out a stencil. Why? Because I was on Jelly Art's Facebook page today and they were sitting on top of my desk. So I could draw. What colors are you feeling? I'm going to, you guys drive this content, right? I'll try and listen as much as I possibly can tonight. All right, I just need, I'm working in a watercolor book. Look at this. Everybody's saying, for the cost of a cup of coffee or gas money because I haven't used gas in forever. I love that. The other thing is, the good news, this brings me closer to all of you. All right, I am going to, this is Gesso. What is Gesso? Don't worry about the brand. This is Gesso, Gesso. Basically, Gesso is a primer. We do mixed media once a month, and somebody asked me today for a basic list of mixed media supplies. I wrote that down. I think that is an amazing idea to come up with. I'm already a deco art maker, so I've added them to my resource page, but I'm going to come up with those supplies that I recommend. But just like your Artful Journey supply list and challenges we've done, you start to build. Gesso is one of those things that I highly recommend you start with. How about that? Okay, here we go. So tonight people are asking me to use markers, but I'm doing mixed media. Are you talking about watercolor markers? Because I can make a night of that. It's just I wouldn't use watercolors on something that I have just gessoed. It's not going to work. Okay? Sorry. And I'm looking. You know what? Let's add some texture to the background. Now, I would love a crackle. Okay, you know the other thing? You know the video I played you guys? Here's the thing. I stayed up last night in bed on my phone, no, on my computer. And what can I use that will make, hold on. All right. I don't need this piece. All right. I'm going to crumble this up, see what happens. All right. Oh, how do I access your resource page? You just ask pretty please and I'll copy and paste it to you. Done. Whoops, no. Oh, that's not it. Well. Dun, 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 dun. You know what? I need a, there we go. Resource page coming up. Okay. So this is a piece of magic paper that I crumbled up. I'm going to go around the corner, around the edges here. I don't know what I'm doing today, but so anyway, I was talking about the pre-recording situation and being able to share that online. I always love when I get little bits and nuggets that I can learn from. I was just thinking today that I could actually do some things that require some drying, and I could play that video for you first. I just linked the resource page. All right. So it looks like I'm making a mess because I'm making a mess. All right. I'm just going to, yeah. Do you guys remember this when, I remember my dad, remember when bathrooms, it was like that, you would take crumpled up paper with paint. I don't know what that's what I'm doing to it. This just came to my brain. I was thinking around the edges instead of leaving it all smooth. Oh my God. Hi, Glenda. Instead of making it all smooth, I would just use this crumpled piece of paper to get me some texture, and it's working. A lot of things in mixed media take more time to dry. So I always have to think about that. And that's why sometimes, you know, there's different supplies I would add to this, but because of dry times, I just, you know, and I'm just going simple because I'm going to throw a heat gun on this. But around that whole edge, I've got some sort of tech. Oh, am I in autofocus? Yes, I am. Thank you very kindly. Let's get out of it. Okay, that's what it was. Oh, darn it. I just put that on my ground. It was faux painting. You're so right. Sorry, I have gesso all over the floor. That's okay. Maybe I'll be one of those studios that somebody wants to come in and go, okay, hey, can we tour that? Okay, so I'm going to put that away. Dun, 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 dun. All right, here's the thing about drying. We have to do it. It just has to happen. So I apologize. And if it's not completely dry, faux. Yep, that's what it is. Thank you. I remember my dad doing that to every bathroom in our house. I mean, I act like there were 17 bathrooms. But I am not Tori Spelling. There were 2, and my dad did it. By the way, I would love all of you to spend a day in my studio, but Donna, you're invited. So I am faux painting. And again, I apologize with the heat gun. I just have to do it. Oh, I taped the book down. Can you all see that? Can you see the texture? Does that? Oh, no. Of course you can't see it because it's not going to focus that high. Okay. Well. It just doesn't like when I lift it up because it's focusing there. All right. I love that you guys are calling me therapy when I have to pay for therapy. Can somebody come over and save me some money? Because I didn't listen to colors either. What did we do the last time we did mixed media? I gotta look. I was thinking some really deep blues, like really deep blues with a hint of purple, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I wasn't thinking that. Okay, you can see it. All right, good. Okay, we can see it. Thank you. I'm looking back to see. I'll hold it up later. I also try to take detailed photos of it. So here's the thing about mixed media too. There's a difference between dry time and curing. Curing. What does it mean to be cured? It means it was able to dry from the inside out. All right. Well, people are saying yes. We. I don't know what I painted the last time. Jeez, oh Pete, I painted a lot since then. Oh, I love pink and black. But I was thinking about this. It's kind of a sunflowery thing. Where is the stencil from today's and last month's mixed media? Well, today, this is a Jelly Art Stencil. The last one I used, I believe, was the Crafter's Workshop. Oh, Blue Lotus. Thank you. That's what it was. Okay, hold on. Let me just think. Let me just keep it different. I mean, keep it different. Make it different. Was it not? Oh, there it is. Oh, wow, is that pretty? Oh, that is... All right, we're going to have to go different blues and purples. Ruth, this is white gesso. That's all this is. We haven't done anything. Okay, what does it mean if gesso bubbles when it's drying? Well, or if you're using a heat gun, it means you have too much heat on it in that location. So that's number one. This is just gesso, and I did a faux texture method on it, okay? So you always want to keep your heat source running around like this. You don't want it concentrated. Got that? And there is a difference between drying over time and forcing it to heat like this. So when you let it dry over time, it dries from the inside out. When you use a hair dryer or a heat gun, you're drying it from the outside in, and that's not curing it. It's going to need more time to dry, okay? So I'm going to use something different today. You know what? Oh, yes. I am going to use, I'm going to talk about, instead of your standard craft paint, sorry, I'm talking away from, I'm going to talk about, I don't want to do this. Yes, I want to do this. I want to go some deep blues and purples, and I'm going to go deep, okay, yes, I'm talking to myself right now. I'm feeling it. What is this? Oh, yeah, Dioxazine Purple. I'm going to talk about a medium-bodied acrylic versus your typical craft paint. Oh, might need this. Okay. The problem is I don't have these as nicely organized. So is that a phthalo blue? I got to take off this shirt. Oh, shoot. All I have is a tank top on. Okay, nobody let me. All right, well, sorry. I'm hot. Uh-oh, who's angry? Is somebody angry? If you are, you're on the wrong channel. We don't do anger here. All right, I just popped out, I'm doing a cobalt turquoise blue, which, by the way, on my deco art when I used to work for deco, why is this going back to, no. Oh, you guys, I'm a ding-dong. I am sorry. Hold on. Okay. Thank you for the autofocus reminder. Okay, so now I'm able to do this. See what we did here? Okay. I'm sorry, I had the thing down too low. You guys are all great. So when I had my business card at Deco Art, the cobalt turquoise hue was, this was on the back of my business card. We had to select our favorite color of, so I'm going to do, this is a medium bodied acrylic. It's got a little more stick to it. It's a little thicker. All right. And I actually love these. I think each time we do mixed media, I'm going to jump into something maybe a little different so you all get the difference. Because we are going to build, well, I plan on building and talking about building your types of paints. Because you got to see what you're interested in doing. Oh, look at this. Exposure. Let's go auto on that too. Oh, man. So I was messing with things today. Look at my watch, by the way. I have it displaying my art. Yeah, this is my favorite color. It's called cobalt turquoise hue. Wasn't my favorite. It still is my favorite color. Oh, if you have not had phthalo blue in your life, go find it and talk to it. Look at that is phthalo blue. Oh, I love texture. I love. All right, the other one I'm going to, Quin Magenta I love as well. In fact, I was thinking about putting that in. But we're going to go Dioxazine Purple, which, this is so deep. I know, it's so deep. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going dark today. I don't know if that was the mood, but look at all that texture. Now, hopefully it's all dry, but you know what, guys? This is bringing it back for me, full circle moments, and how much I love mixed media and canvases. And we are, in May, we're going to deep dive into mixed media. Look at me. You can't have too much paint, can you? Nope, you can't. Oh, yeah, I could be putting this on a palette, but I don't choose to. Why, when I can just do this? Uh-oh, I just touched my nose with paint on it. Oh, well. That's okay. There is something so amazingly relaxing about just putting your hand in all this paint and good. Okay, these colors, I know it might be hard. I think you can tell a little bit. I know that the lighting is always slightly off in here, which I'm trying to improve upon that. I think I'm going to even move my light back a little bit. I'm going to move my light back a little bit and just see if we can. Trust me when I say it is very, it is, oh, yes. All right. I guess whatever flower goes on here now has to be pretty light colored. I kind of, yes. Uh-oh, what did I just get on there? Well, we'll just paint it in there. What kind of furry stuff is showing up on there? Yep, and I'm just going to leave it. There's little bits of white. And I'm going to hit the dryer. Primary magenta. Light and bright. Although this looks like somewhat of a sunflower, but who cares? I was thinking white. What the heck is that? Where did you come from? You know, I'm not understanding when people say they're not able to read the comments when it's white on white. Can somebody explain that to me? Because I see the comments differently. I'm on an iPad and I see it underneath and it's on a dark background. So I'm trying to figure that out. I heard it one other time and I don't know if that's because they're on an iPhone, but oh, Darylyn says she sees all the comments too. Because I can't, you know, I have to trying to I want to be able to do goodbye all. How about that? But I do have to have this up enough. Okay, everybody can see the comments. No can. Oh, when I took my top off, the fuzzy things. Thank you. That's good. Okay, yeah. I mean, I wish I could take a. Yeah, wait a minute. I'm going to turn my screen on the iPad. No. Oh, guess what? If you're horizontal, you cannot see the comments. Switch your iPad to vertical like this. Look at this. See, if I switch it like this, watch that. The comments are going up the left. Look at that. Or you can pop it full screen, somebody said. Oh my goodness, I learn something new all the time. I get 100% what you're saying if you do it like that. See, if I do it like that, I can't see the comments either. All right, just thought I'd say that. Switch to the vertical mode. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I was like, I see it perfectly. All right. Well, that is pretty amazing. So when we're going to have to do this, or I can take the page out. I could do that too. I think there's going to be 2 flowers on here because I'm hearing white. Here's what I'm going to do because I can do what I want. Now, normally I would use like a texture paste. I can. It's going to take a moment to dry, so I'm going to do it with gesso. Gesso just dries so much quicker, and I feel like it's readily available. Let's see if I can do 2 of these. I'm going to do 1 here and 1 down here. Okay? Doesn't have to be 3. We're going to get over that anxiety of that. All right. Oh, I love when we discover, I always want to listen to people and not just blow them off and be like, oh, it's your problem. No, that is a problem if you have your, all right, I have to do this because I'm going off the page and I want this bad boy to pop. I'm not a perfectionist in the stenciling department. This is gesso. You could use a texture paste, a crackle would be great. But in the idea of this having to dry, I'm just going to do this. I'm taking a palette knife, and I'm going to hope to God I can do this because it's been a long while since I've done this. My gesso has a little bit of grab to it. The reason I'm doing I want texture. I could have gone straight paint, but I don't want that. I want the real dealio. Oh, whoops. No, we're probably not going to have that much texture because I keep blowing the template out. Okay. Oh, my dog's knocking on the door. Mom's busy right now. Okay, make sure you get that middle too. Make sure you get that middle. My gesso is running out. So you can just pick, this was just a stencil I had. You don't have to use a stencil, you can draw it, but I just decided that I wanted to use something that I pulled out earlier. And let's see if I can do it like this. Oop, nope, nope, I don't, okay, well, why don't we do this? I don't feel like washing anything off, and I want 2 flowers on here because I want to see, I just want 2 flowers, that's why. It's my page, and I'll do what I want. So y'all know that I used to do a thing called Mixed Media Monday. Does anybody raise your hand if you were with me in my Mixed Media Monday days? Raise your hand. Don't raise it. Just tell me. That was before it was Facebook Live. That was the old days. We had so many issues, and yet y'all stuck with me. And it was amazing. I like to just be messy about this. Oh, yeah. I don't care. Good. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. I'm just going to toss that stencil. Oh, yes. See? I love it. Do you know how long ago that was? Does anybody have any idea? Now, you might be wondering if I'm going to clamor over stuff like this because it got in between. I don't care. Oh my God! Oh, you guys. So when I did the launch of Your Artful Journey, when we did that launch and founding members, yes, she did know me. When we did that launch, it was based on if you build it, they will come. And that was the philosophy, which is not changing the recipe with your artful or with Art Masters. God, you guys. Okay, here's a thing. I know, Lisa. Oh, you know what, Lisa? Let's not put stems. Okay, hold on. I put my stencil in. Okay, Lisa, it was bugging me too. Okay. Let's go ahead and do it. I'm not going to put stems. I was going to put stems, but I like things in thirds. So let's do it. Okay, now I have to put this where I can line it. Okay. I'm going to pull it over here. Okay. I like things in thirds. We're not doing stems. I listened. I heard it. We'll do it. Chris, okay, I have to have this done in 15 minutes. This is not going to be done in 15 minutes. All right, I will try to make this be done in 15 minutes. I have. Okay. So, all my different hair colors, my different hairstyles. Oh, my husband's. I can't get this out of here. Y'all have seen it. So here's the thing about that time. It was the most special time in my life, and it was kind of like pioneering days, and nobody left disappointed from all that fun, did they? And that's why this has been so fun to jump back in, and it's on a different day, but that doesn't matter. Who cares? Monday, Wednesday, okay. All right, I made everybody happy because there's... Okay, somehow this has to be dried and done in 15 minutes. Nothing like rushing it. Oh my goodness. Ah. It's always lovely when you are in a business that you build a foundation, you can build upon it. By the way, oh my God, we're going to see my dad in June. So I am going to bring my dad to y'all. I'm not even going to tell him beforehand. By the way, worst possible stencil job one could ever do right there. And it's so amazing. I don't care. I almost could like trivia you guys and be like, oh God, do you remember the time that, okay, I do have to wash this stencil off because I'm going to use it again. I really want to run over there and rinse it off. Oh, I have to. You guys are going to have to pause. I need to use this again. It'll make my life easier. Okay, I'm sorry about that, but I do need this stencil back because even though this is the world's worst stencil job in the world, we're gonna cover it up and figure out how to work with it. All right. Well, mixed media night is going over, kids. This is from the Jelly Arts Spring Kit. They have a bunch of stencils. Okay. I wouldn't say this is dry, but I wouldn't say it is wet. There we go. I just pulled out a bunch of, these were sent to me. Okay. I wouldn't say that's dry, but I really don't care. So are we thinking colors now? All right. Well, this is the obvious. Here's a great way to just add color. I'm going to go yellow here. I already pulled yellow out. I pulled out cadmium yellow hue. And I'm going to leave that one white. Does anybody have any objections to that? But the rest of these are going to be somewhat colored, unless we decide to go color them. I'm going to grab a stencil brush, and then I'm going to blot this off, and I'm going to go like this, and then we can decide what we're going to do, okay? I'm not going to get obsessive about paints today. This is not the, you know what? And then if you go out, it's okay. Oh, yeah. See, all right. Add a little, now which way did this, see, it was easy. I kind of was being intentional about how I turned to this. Where is primary magenta? Hold on. You cannot go wrong. Oh, this is Quin magenta. We'll do Quin. That's fine. All right. Are all the middles going to be yellow? I can't remember how this went. Oh yeah, good. I just twisted it. So good job. And then I'll just want. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're going to be able to. I don't even feel like washing this off, so let's just go that way. And we can decide colors as we go. I don't know what happened. Oh, there we go. It came off. All right. Let's just, I am going to, oh. Who's my dog barking at? Oh, Amazon. I'm surprised she barks at Amazon. So this is just your standard way of like, oops, I didn't even line that stencil up that great. Well, we can pull that back in. Bum, bum. Oh, gotta wipe this off again. See, I used to have them. Linda, they probably went from my house to your house. Oops, sorry, I have to wipe off this a little bit because we're just, see. Baby wipes are your mixed media friend. Remember that word. Oops. Baby wipes are your mixed media friend. And has anybody never delved into mixed media? Like when I say mixed media, does it sound foreign to you? Because we want to know. Oops. I mean, we're not going to call you out. What color is over here? Yes, I am just cheating and just, yeah. Oh, God, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stand this just white. Oops. Oh, this brush is shedding. I'm losing. All right, what color? Oh, good. Well, this becomes so much more fun. All right, this last hot mess down here, how about orange? I mean, do you want them all colored? Talk to me. I feel like that white one is just, what about like a orange? I love white daisies too. Orange or, talk to me. Oh, I wish I could get the hairs off of this brush that, look at this brush, it's seen its better day. When your brush starts to shed, you got to get rid of it. It's kind of like men. No, I'm kidding. Okay, I'm leaving that white. All right, I'm going to do this one. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to surprise you. I just figured it out. Okay. Nope, that's not what I'm going to do. Oh, what color is this? Oh, this one is primary magenta, but that's too much like that one. Hold on. I got an idea. These paints are all upside down, so they're not where I can see the color really easily. Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. Let's do whatever color happens to pop out of here. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to do this. I just kind of, we're just blending. And you all are resolved to the fact that you do want, oops, I want more yellow up here, but you do all like that white flower. You're all stuck on that, right? Just going over that extra little bits of gesso just to, but that's okay. I'm going to add a little detail to all of this. We still want this white. Oh. All right. Actually, I'm loving this corner. I'm not convinced I'm loving this white. Red. I decided. I'm going to go Pyrrole Red. I decided. Pyrrole Red, you can't beat it. I changed my mind. I overruled you all. I don't know what kind of sunflowers these are, but they are happy red drunk ones. Okay? That's what they are. Where's the yellow? And then I'm done. We will do a little bit of, what time? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, we're done. We're done. Okay, going in with the, I never even wiping off the stencil brush because that's not how I roll with the perfection level that has to happen. We're just going to go with the imperfect way. I should hold it down. This goes for any stencil. You can use stencils. I just did a planter the other day and I was kind of needing to rush the leaves a little bit. So I used a stencil and then I just did a little outline on them. But this is Pyrrole Red. If y'all are familiar with Ferrari Red, it is based on the same. Boy, I gotta throw this stencil brush away. It's seen its better day. Okay. Yeah. It decided to be a different kind of flower. I gotta wipe this off. But we gotta get this giant. Yeah, get out of there. Get out of there. Please, somebody make me throw this pencil brush away. I'm going to just throw it away when we're done, but I don't. Okay, and I don't mind the white. All right, good. It just needed to zing with color. It just, look at this. I need a freaking pair of tweezers to get that off, okay? Yeah, I love Pyro Red. Okay, we're done with that. We're done with that. We're done with that. We're done with all the paint. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Okay. I am going to take a liner brush. I just couldn't. I'm going to take a liner brush, a little bit of black paint. This will be quick, and then we're going to seal it. I am going to dry it and seal it. I'm calling it a day. We're going to move on in life. I'm going to find a liner brush. Nope, that's a watercolor brush. Where are you? I don't like this one. There it is. Okay. Really quick. This is why I said it wasn't important to be perfect, because you can go around make your own lines. It's all about the texture. When we're done, you're gonna be able to see a lot of texture. This will help cover up to some of that white. I'm sorry if I'm not looking up. So this is the kind of thing when I talk to various artists is like, what is their thing? Do they like liner work? Do they like this? Do they work in acrylics? Do they like watercolors? Do they ever mix things up? That's the stuff I want to know. Oh, and where do you store it all? You know what's cool is this liner brush has a rogue hair that happens to be lining up perfectly, that it looks like I'm outlining things. It should be thrown out, but I like it so much I'm not going to throw it out. So okay. How many of you were totally afraid? Oh, there's another hair there. That this was going to go to heck in a handbasket is what I want. Look at that. Look at these hairs. You know, it's going to be half of this project is going to be hairs. I'm throwing that brush away. It's going bye-bye. And it's only because I've mutilated it. I know that. Am I following any of my lines? Not really. Because one hair on this liner brush is just on its own. Here's a tip for you all who are just starting, who are new to this too. Start slow. Do the stencil once or do a drawing of a flower, but purposely let yourself go and relax. When I teach in person, I can tell when how they're holding the liner brush. Maybe not being so deliberate and following your lines. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of mistakes in this page. I mean, I can point out 1,000 of them. I don't feel the need to do it. But this goes along with any stencil that you're using. I really needed that pop of red. You know what? Look at this. There's a hair. There's a hair. There's a hair. Well, this is going to go down as the day that my stencil brush decided to shed. It's the oldest one I think I own. I feel kind of bad that I have to retire it tonight. And I hesitate to do that. So we're going to perform surgery on this thing. I don't want to seal it with a giant hair in the middle of it. Oh, there. Oh, go away. Come sail away. Come sail away. Come sail away with me. Okay, go away. You are not welcome here. I can't wait to take the tape off of this. I'm going to use a satin varnish on this. I could spray it. That's one way to do it. but I'm going to brush it on. Okay. Woo, woo, woo. Okay. What do y'all think? I know you are all saying markers, but I don't know if those were watercolor markers. But in this, I decided it just needed a good, by the way, so you all evidence this. Goodbye. I love you, stencil brush, but you are going bye-bye. All right, a quick little dry. A quick little dry. There's always a story. I'm sorry I'm probably not answering as many questions, but this is just a stamp pad with black ink, and I'm going to just lightly dust over the top of things before I take that tape off. Now I did go over there a little bit right there, but it's okay. I can fix that. Just, I'm going over the edges a little bit. And then I'm going to brush a little bit of varnish over the top, even though it's not completely dry, but why not? Why not? This page will have to cure. I'll get in bed tonight and edit videos. That's what I'll do. I normally like to draw when we're done, but I think I've... Oh, yes. All right. Okay, time to varnish this bad boy up. I like a good, simple, this is a satin varnish. DecoArt makes a really, DecoArt makes a really good, like, spray-on varnish, but I think this warrants a nice soft brush that, okay, this will work. And then I'm going to hope and pray that everything stays where it's supposed to stay. Yeah. From start to varnish, I finished this page in, oops, 6:35. You know what? We started about 5 minutes late because I was chit-chatting. And then, so here's the thing. Oh, I even like, there's little dusts of white happening there. This is just a nice little varnish that, oh, see, that was, look at that. My black wasn't dry right here because I was rushing, but that's okay. I'll just brush it in. Look at, I'll just brush it away. My liner work was not dry, which I knew. I mean, you know, I'm rushing, but that's okay. You can still just brush it away. It actually looks amazing. I'm fine with that. Okay, done, 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 diddy done. Now, I wouldn't really take a heat gun to this because varnish doesn't really like it and it will bubble if you do, but I'm going to do this. I'm just going to heat this up. I like to seal my work. It brings out the colors, it protects it, and then when we start working in canvases, which we're going to, it's amazing. Look at that. Oh, so I just am trying to get some nice clean edges here. So I'm not gonna bubble this. Whoops. Ooh. Oh, oh, oh. I am trying, oh, please be clean. Please be good. Okay. Yeah, if you pray and talk to the varnish gods, it will come off. Oh, we'll go back there. Who doesn't love mixed media? I just like to put it in the art journal because... Okay, hold on. I'm just trying to... Can't get all of it. Here we go. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, did I go over the edge? A little bit. Oh, that's not bad. Okay. Yes. Now this needs a little time to dry. A little time to dry. I will give... okay. We're done. Oh, I gotta put my shirt back on. Hold on. I'm hot. Sorry, I have to put my overshirt back on because I only have a tank top on. Yeah, the reveal is everything. Okay, and I'll hold it up because I feel like the colors in the purple, you can't quite see it. But I plan on digging deeper into mixed media where I'm able to answer more questions. I try to get to as many as I can. Not my cup of tea, very unsuccessful. Yes. Varnish is used to protect them. It also is used to bring the colors out, keep the dust off, and keep the dust off. Okay. I'm just going to hold this up. I want to make sure that you can kind of see. This is one of those pages that you kind of have to feel. Okay. And it's done. It does bring it out. So here's the thing about varnish. It's when you're using acrylics, it is a very good idea, particularly if you're doing a canvas, because it doesn't have a piece of glass over the top of it, that you protect your work. So that's something I like to share. Normally, I don't have a ton of time where I'm like, this, I wouldn't paint a mixed media piece this fast. But the thing about mixed media is it's so fun to just experiment and not have to think about it. Do I varnish all of my pages? No, because if I'm working in watercolors, I don't. My book, well, I mean, you can't leaf through it. But it just pops. So, Connie, it has to completely dry. Also, a lot of times we'll use a matte varnish, not a satin. Satin is okay. If you use a high gloss varnish, you do need to be conscious, but I don't ever really have issues with pages sticking together. The key to all that, and obviously I don't have a painted surface on the other side, so it's not competing where it'll stick together. And you know, I remember one time I flew somewhere. Where did I fly? Overseas, and it was incredibly hot, and I had a small issue, but it was also from all my demo work. When I was demonstrating, I would have to paint really fast and then close the book, go to the hotel at night, go back the next day, and we were in really a hot climate, so I don't really have that problem. Okay, so normally I'm only doing mixed media the third Wednesday of the month. So it is, I do believe I have varnishes on my resource page. I do. And I'm adding, DecoArt has made me a DecoArt maker. So I have to go in and figure out how to make sure that is all working. Karen says, could you wax the page? I've seen people wax their pages. I don't typically put parchment or wax paper between any of my work because it has a residue. I've never had an issue where it parchment paper would be better than like wax paper because wax paper is wax. I don't know if you're talking about that though. All right, so I'm going to end tonight by just saying if you are thinking about joining Art Masters, you have until tomorrow at 5 p.m. Once 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time hits, oops. People are asking, oh, sorry, I will answer a couple questions. Is there a discount code? Yes, I can get you a discount code to DecoArt. I just don't know right now what it is. It's on my resource page, and I think if you go through that link, it'll work, but I need to verify that works. So what else can I say? Sorry. I'm going to give the link again to Art Masters. Like I said, once tomorrow passes at 5 p.m., I have to sneeze. Oh, I paint all over my pants. Okay, sorry. Once, I have to sneeze again. Once, I know I can get that discount code working. They've talked to me about it. Once 5 p.m. hits tomorrow, the founders, option is open or is closed, and we cannot have a founding members thing again. There will be opportunities to join Art Masters later. However, there will be a cost associated with that, and so it will be monthly or yearly, not a one-time fee for a lifetime. So if you miss out on that, I totally, that's just something I want to point out. Thank you. I love when people say bless you. I probably have 6 more sneezes left in me. I know Mixed Media Mondays, I know Mixed Media time goes a little bit over, so I think from now on I'll probably schedule a little more time on that 3rd Wednesday of the month. However, I want to make mention right now, please mark your calendars for your artful journey. My next challenge is in the art journal. Your Artful Journey members get this for free. I already know the date because it's 17th through the 21st. Also, if you want to be a member of Your Artful Journey, the next opportunity to join will be in May. We're doing 3 mixed media pages. We're doing this one, and this one. And they all have various layering techniques. So, hold on. I need to bend those back. So mark your calendar for May 17th, and I believe it's through the 24th. If you're not a member of Your Artful Journey and you're curious about that, the next time the doors open will be in May. That challenge, I hope, is my biggest and best challenge that I've ever had because it goes back to my roots. It's exactly where I started from. And I am excited to share mixed media with you and excited to share it over a period of a week. When I do these free demos on Wednesday night, this is just a taste of everything that I deep dive into through Your Artful Journey. All right, y'all, I'm going to clean up. I do have to eat dinner in the next 15 minutes because I am also doing a fitness challenge and have to stop eating at 7 p.m. So this was my page. I will photograph this so you all can see, but just experiment and don't be so worried about perfection, because look at how imperfect this stencil was down here, and we figured it out. All right, guys, have a wonderful evening. Your Artful Journey members, 8 a.m. tomorrow morning is morning meditation, and please think about what you would like to do. I'm going to put it in my brain. It's our last sunrise, sunset week. But I don't know what I have in mind yet. So we'll meet tomorrow at 8 a.m. If you are a member of Your Artful Journey, this is for members only. Thank you. By the way, this whole video does go to YouTube. You can replay it over and over again. I thank you so much for your support. I will see you guys tomorrow morning if you're in Your Artful Journey. Otherwise, I'll be live back here on my same station next Wednesday. Good night.